Okay, are we live here? Are we live? I think we are. Let me make sure my mic is good. Check the connections here before we get started. Okay, yeah, I think we're live and I think my mic is working well. We're gonna give it around maybe 2-3 other minutes until we get started. Just because it's gonna be right at 1 p.m. here, CST in Texas. In about 4 minutes. So in 4 minutes, we're gonna start. Maybe a little less than that, maybe like 2 minutes, to be honest. I don't really like waiting. But for those that are already here, on this page, there's a comment section down below. That's where I'll be monitoring the comments. So if you want, just let us know where you're from and where you are in your business, whether you're just starting, you're thinking about starting, whether you're getting a little bit of traction or like you're in the high growth phase. Where are you in your business? So let's just wait 1 or 2 more minutes and then we'll kick things off here. If you're like working right now, then you don't necessarily have to look at the actual images. You can pretty much listen to it like audio form and get the gist of the training here. So if you are still working out in the field or in your shop, keep on doing that. That's fine. Or if you're cleaning around the house or something, you can also just listen to it. You'll get the same information whether you see it. I have a lot of visuals, but listening to just the audio itself, you'll be pretty good. So I'll give it around 2 more minutes or so until we get started. I said that like 2 minutes ago. But yeah, in the comments down below, just let me know where you're from and where you are in your business. I'm just making sure I have all my stuff ready to go. What's up, Carlos Diaz? What's up, Carlos? Still trying to get it. Let me see how this works. All right, cool. So we have a few viewers here. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We already waited till 1. Well, yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. All right, so yeah, so in this, I'm gonna try to keep it to around 35, 40 minutes, not too long, but still enough time to go into questions and stuff. So if you have any questions about SEO related anything, leave those in the comment section. That way I can get to them at the end of the training. So I'm gonna set my timer that way I don't go over it. So we'll start here. So yeah, so we're gonna talk about SEO, how to use it in your business, some mistakes, some high-level overview items, and then we're gonna dig deep into a few areas of SEO and to get you going in the right direction and kind of just talk, general business advice in terms of how to grow your business in a scalable way that favors you more than anything. So we'll go ahead and get started. I set the timer. I'm gonna try to go for like 30 minutes. That way, I've done a few in the past and I hit like an hour. So I'm trying to keep it down, shorter than 30 minutes. I'm gonna be taking some sips of water as we go along because my throat's already kind of sore and I just drink a lot of water. So okay, let's go ahead and get started. Let me share my screen with you guys because I know how much you like looking at my face. But now I'll give the screen a little bit of time. Okay, so you should be seeing a blue screen right now. So we should be good to go here. Let me see if I do this, what happens. Okay. Just start your business, Pennsylvania. Okay, cool. Comments are working. Comments are good. That's all good. I'm looking around. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this training, guys. That way we're all not just standing around doing nothing. Okay, so SEO Training Workshop. We're going to talk about how to use SEO and some pitfalls around growing your business. So straight off the bat, let's just dig into it. How are you currently growing your business? And if you want to leave this in the comment section down below, go ahead. But how are you currently growing your detailing business to get customers, to get leads and customers, which is the 2 most vital things you need in your business? How are you currently getting your leads and sales in your business? There's going to be 2 main ways, 2 buckets, so to speak, in terms of which way you can actually go. One is going to be the manual way. And then 2 is going to be a systematically way, right? You're going to have manually versus systematically. And there's plenty of great systematic ways to grow your business, right? Plenty of online where you can create digital assets that work in your favor. So things like Facebook ads, Google ads, Instagram ads, which is a part of Facebook. There's going to be Google, which is search engine optimization, what we're talking about here. Yet, unfortunately, and this is no scientific data, but I can guarantee you 90% of detailers are growing their business the manual way. And by manual way, I mean you don't have any digital assets. You're literally spending your time and energy every single day and week going out there trying to create business for yourself and not getting the type of results that you want. So this could be like going to Facebook groups and looking for buy sell groups, looking for like local, your city related groups where you can post your ads. Or maybe it's going and passing out business cards or flyers at car shows, at neighborhoods, in business centers. And it's literally just you and like you're going out there and literally just trying to manually go out there and do the work every single week. And if you're not going out there passing out those cards or posting those ads, you're most likely not going to get any type of leads or sales. So unfortunately, this is where most detailers end up. And even if you're just thinking about starting, or you're barely getting traction, you've probably gone through this phase, as I have. Most of us will go through this phase. It's just kind of one of those things where, as a business owner, like you have to go through that like learning phase of what is working, what's not working. And unfortunately, too many detailers stay in this area and can't grow their business because they're stuck in the manual mode. So how do you create a system in your business that generates a consistent flow of customers every week? And I want to really put emphasis on system. We want a system where once we set everything up, we only need to turn the setting on for the results to pour out, right? We don't have to do the manual work every single time and literally go out there and do the work and spend hours on hours, days on days trying to get business with little to no results. No, we want to set up a system where once we put all the upfront work, once we set everything up with the upfront work, it's now literally just about optimizing the system wherever it's needed. So we want to move away from the manual work that we typically do, right? We want to move away from the business cards, from the flyers, from the brochures, from the one-time postings on OfferUp, on Craigslist, on Facebook groups. We want to move away from manual work and go in towards a systematic approach to grow our business. Like I said, there's plenty of options out there. Specifically today, and what I highly recommend is you start off with is search engine optimization, more specifically local SEO, local search engine optimization. And I don't think I have to really explain this much, but if you're looking for some carpet cleaning services, if your wife or daughter or whoever is looking for a manicure or pedicure, you're going to go to Google and type in nail salon in whatever city you're in. So nail salon, San Antonio, or carpet cleaning, Washington. And you're just going to go through the first page. You're going to see who's there, what the ratings are, what their pricing are, the information, and you'll make your decision off of that. And then this is just mine. I'm also, just to show you guys that I'm actually walking the walk. This is my my listing on the first page of Google for a targeted keyword like Houston auto detailing. And this is how I'm growing my business. I get literally 1 to 3 phone calls per day from people in my city because they're finding me on Google. Now, please don't call, text, or email me through my business information. Please don't do that. I always do a little disclaimer. Please don't give me a call or email or text through my business information. Please don't do that. So that in a nutshell is we want to go across. We want to move away from a manual mode of growing our business, right? That's posting on OfferUp, posting on Facebook groups, that's going out there with business cards. And we want to move to a more systematic approach where we set everything up. Then at that point, we're only optimizing few areas that need it to get more results. And we can get more results, or at least get the result that we want, by turning on the system. So remember, we want to move away from the manual mode, and we want to go to a systematic approach. Let me find myself. Okay, so just to kind of highlight why I believe SEO is such a great strategy for you to really put yourself in a winning position for years to come, let's go over 4 reasons why you should focus on local SEO. So number 1, customers want what they want when they want it, plain and simple. If you have a vehicle and the AC is not working, you're going to go into Google and look for a mechanic that can repair ACs. Right, someone that knows that their car is dirty and wants someone to clean it, they're going to go into Google and find someone to do it for them. So they're going to search for the services when they want the services. It's not like you're going out there to a parking lot and you're passing out your business cards to random people. No, these people that are searching for detailing services in your city already want the service. It's just about you getting in front of them on the first page of Google. Number 2, Once you get it running, once you get your website on the first page of Google, it's a passive way of generating consistent leads. There's literally been around 3 to 4 to 5 months that I don't touch anything on my website, yet every single day I'm getting consistent flow of leads and sales. Now, don't get me wrong, doing the upfront work is difficult. It's a lot of work, but once it's up and running, it's working in the background 24/7. So remember, we're moving from from manually passing out business cards to where we're gonna set up a system that's always running in our background of our business. So whether you're sleeping, whether you're sick, whether you're on vacation, whether you're working on the job site, your system is going to be working in the background 24/7, producing you results. You can't say that if you stay in the manual mode of growing a business, because it's a one-to-one correlation. If you're passing out business cards, if you're posting on OfferUp, if you're passing out flyers, it's completely dependent on you going out and doing the actual work. As opposed to if you have a system in place, then no matter what you're doing, that system is working for you in behind the scenes. Okay, number 3, you attract qualified traffic to your website. It's going back to the same premise of the people that are searching know they want a problem solved. So when someone searches for auto detailing, whatever your city is, so in Austin, Los Angeles, wherever you are, you already know that that person knows they have a problem, meaning their car is dirty. 2, they want someone to do it because they don't want to do it themselves. And 3, they're willing to pay for someone to come out or just to hire a detailer to get the car done. So you're going to attract a much higher quality of people to your website, as opposed to you manually going out to people, handing out business cards, and more likely than not, they're either going to throw it on the ground, throw it to the trash can, or keep it in their wallet so then they can recycle it when they get home because they're conscious about that. So number 4, and this is my favorite one, and this is one which is why I highly, highly, highly recommend SEO for your business, is that most detailers won't invest their time and energy into SEO. Most detailers are gonna stay for the duration of their career as a detailing business owner. They're gonna stay in the manual mode method where they're going out to car shows and booths. They're gonna get booths and they're going to neighborhoods and business centers. They're going to stay in this mode. But if you're willing to commit to one marketing channel over a set period of time, you will position yourself in a much better position in the marketplace because you're willing to do the work, right? Most detailers aren't going to figure out how to do SEO, how to build the website, how to optimize the website, because it takes too much time. People would rather go to a car show and pass out 100 business cards because it's instant and they feel like they're doing the work, as opposed to here where it might take 3, 6, 9 months for you to see results. And most detailers aren't willing to do that much work over that period of time without seeing immediate results. So if you want to put yourself in a position to win for the long term, right, for a long-term strategy, not just 3 months, not just a year, not just 3 years, but 5, 10, 15 years in advance, it's about setting up the systems now so that 3, 6, 9 months from now, you're literally raking in all the results that you're putting in right now. And I'm telling you, detailers, HVAC specialists, veterinarians, distance, they all face this same dilemma. Most of them will not put in the work to get their website on the first page of Google. And just to kind of break it down in my scientific method here, in my scientific data graph, is that with business cards, you can put in work, you'll see results. Facebook groups, it's not a lot of work and you can get results. Local SEO is probably 10 times more work than just handing out business cards and posting on Facebook groups. But the results that you're going to get from local SEO is going to completely demolish the other 2 results that you'll get, just because there's such a much higher return with local SEO compared to doing all those other manual modes of growing your business. So water break real quick, but if you have any, let me know your thoughts so far in the comment section, whether I'm talking too fast. If you're just new to SEO and you still have any specific questions, let me know that in the comment section. That way I can get to them at the end of the workshop here. So just leave any questions that you have right now in the in the comment section. So, okay, I'll get some. What's up, everyone? Yeah, so, okay, I will get to those questions. Good questions. I'll get to them at the end of the workshop. We're doing good on time. We're at 12 minutes. If I'm talking too fast, let me know, because I do get a bit too hyped on things. So let me take a little sip of water here. So if you've been following the last week, the SEO training series that I put on, you should know the answer to this question. What's the biggest hurdle in your business right now? All right, what's the number one thing that you face as a problem, as a hurdle, as a dilemma in your business? Is it going to be choosing the best tools and products? Perhaps you want to make sure you're putting out great quality services. Is it choosing a logo and a website? A lot of people like to get hooked up on this because they want to see, like, they want to have a very sleek and modern and sexy website. Is it how to work faster? Because that's also very important, right? The faster you can work, the more money you make per hour, the more profitable you are, and just overall, it's a better win-win situation if you work faster. Or is the biggest hurdle is you're overly OCD with your detailing. So maybe you get called out for a simple car wash, for a simple wash and wax, and then you end up polishing the hood, and then you polish the fenders, and then you're doing an all-in-one across the entire vehicle. Now, so what's the biggest hurdle in your business right now? Now, without me looking at the comments, I can guarantee you I know the problem. And you may not even know what this problem is, but once I say it, you're gonna be like, yeah, Dad. Your biggest problem as detailers is you need more customers. I hear this time and time again. So it's your biggest hurdle is not having a consistent flow of leads coming through your business on a daily basis. Please keep this in mind, on a daily basis, not per week, not per month, not per year. It's having leads coming through your business on a daily basis. So every day you want more people to reach out to you for your services. And even when I surveyed a bunch of detailers at the beginning of this year, if I'm not mistaken, out of the 120 responses, 70% of the detailers said they need help getting customers with marketing, advertising, raising the rates, keeping customers. It was all about how do I get more customers to make more money. So I know for a fact that your biggest hurdle is probably the need to get more customers. And I've touched on this quite a few times in the past, so I'll quickly go over this. But there's the 80-20 rule where most of you detailers are spending 80% of your time on detailing. And it does make sense. As detailers starting a detailing business, offering detailing services, it makes sense to spend most of your time and energy on the detailing side of things. And what does it typically look like? Well, that's going to look like what? That's going to be you researching tools and products, right? Looking at different sites, seeing who offers the best price. It's going to be watching YouTube videos like Ammo NYC, Data's Paint Correction, my videos to see how people are cleaning and getting inspiration and motivation and taking notes and seeing what they're using as products and tools. Then that's going to detailing forums or detailing Facebook groups, and even then asking more questions about how-to related detailing material. And it's also just hyper-focused on the detailing side of things. So at the end of it, you are becoming a better detailer because you're honing in your skills and your knowledge about the tools, the product, the chemistry, the method. So you are becoming a better detailer. But what I want to encourage you is to completely flip that on its head, where you're spending 80% of your time on detailing and only 20% of your time on the business side of things, where now I want you to spend 80% of your time on the business side of things and only 20% of your time and energy on detailing. So it's a huge shift between going from focusing on detailing, which is all this stuff, which now then let's focus 80% of our time on the business and only 20% of time on detailing. And it's a huge mindset shift because now what are we focusing if we're just focusing on business? It's not going to do much with detailing. It's almost going to do nothing with detailing. It's going to be things like, how do you create a sales funnel in your business? What type of sales funnel do you need? How do we improve our customer service and customer experience with our customers? It's going to be, how do we optimize our website for local SEO, right? It's going to be actually reading books on business, on operations, on accounting, on finances. It's going to be buying courses and hiring coaches or mentors to really help you, guide you through your business. So it's a huge difference between us focusing as detailers and us focusing on the business side of things. Trust me, most detailers are stuck in this phase and they'll never leave this phase because they don't know what to do and they're just going to do what's comfortable for them. But I'm encouraging you, as if you really want to grow your business, right? Whether you just want to make $10,000 for the year, $50,000 for the year, $100,000 for the year, however much you want to make, you're going to have to move away from the detailing and onto the business side of things. So your biggest hurdle, because it's very important, the biggest hurdle you have is not having a consistent flow of leads coming in through your business on a daily basis. Please keep that in mind, on a daily basis. And take water break. So let me ask you a not so tricky question on the next slide. Who has the better chance of being successful, right? Each person signifies one call. So every time you see a person, it's a one call. So is business A gonna be more successful because they get 3 calls per week from potential customers, or is business B gonna be more successful because they get 15 calls per week? Who do you think is gonna have a better chance growing, making more money, hiring more people, buying more tools and products, and overall being more successful? Is it a business that only gets 3 calls at best per week, or a business that gets 15 calls per week from potential customers? Of course, no brainer, it's going to be business B. And that's because the more people that visit your business, the higher chance you have of making more money. And when I mean by visit your business, I mean someone reaches out to you, whether it's through a phone call, through a web form on your website, whether it's a text message, whether it's a direct message on social media, whether it's an email. Someone is approaching you via like some telecommunications or in person, whether they see you on a mobile job site or they visit your shop, and they're asking you, hey, look, I want more information about your services. So the more people that visit your business, the higher chance you have of making more money because you're creating more opportunities for yourself to book more customers into your calendar. The next thing is we want to focus on the right type of people. If we go back here and the top 3, business A is getting those 3 customers, those 3 phone calls, and those 3 phone calls turn out to be $1,000 each. And business B is getting those 15 calls, but each one of those is only for a car wash, then yeah, you can make the argument saying business A is going to have a higher chance of being successful because they targeted the right people. So it's not just about the quantity of people, but it's also getting the right type of people to your website. You want qualified leads that are happy to pay for your services. And this is very important because just because you get traffic, just because you get leads, just because your phone is ringing, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to make money, right? What if you're targeting people that can only buy a bag of chips and you're trying to sell them a steak? There's just a huge disconnect between the two, right? You're never going to get someone that can only afford and only wants to buy a bag of chips to buy a steak from you. So as a recap, I want to ingrain this into your brain so you can keep it for the rest of your career as a business. What should be your main objective right now in your business? It's going to be to create a consistent flow of leads coming into your business every single day, right? Every single day, you want people to reach out to your business. Water break. This is going to give you a much higher chance to book more customers into your calendar and make more money. So now, that was a lot. Let me know if that was a little bit too much or if you need clarification on any of that in the comment section, just because that was quite a bit of information that you probably haven't really heard of, just because it's not, you don't really hear that information too much around the internet, especially for detailers. So if you're confused or if you have any questions, definitely let me know, because I'll be happy to clarify at the end of the video. What's up, T. Victor, Carlos? I see you guys. We got Mauricio. I see you guys. I'll get to your question, guys. So I just need to keep on moving so I don't waste all your time. All right, so let's go into the 5-part process of, let me see where I am. I lost my spot. Okay, so let's go into the 5-part process. I know someone just asked, what's the first part to SEO? So this here, what I'm about to show you is a high-level overview of what SEO is. And there's no secret formula. Please don't think like, there's some organization or there's someone that had like the secret sauce, and if you pay them, $10,000, they're going to give it to you. There's no secret formula to ranking your website on the first page of Google. Like if you took out a year to read every single blog post that you can know exactly what you do. I mean, of course, there's tons of there's too much information out there. But if you could, and you went through like every top search result across 1,000 blog posts, you could find most of the information about ranking your website on the first page of Google, no doubt. And I'm going to show you right now the 5-star process that I use to get the same results in my business. And just to make sure that you guys actually see my results, again, this is the backend to my analytics account for my detailing website. You see in the upper left-hand corner, it has my detailing website. Again, please don't call, text, or email me through my business website. Please don't do that. And this is for the month of April to May. So roughly 30 days, April 20th to May 19th. So this is right here, r3detailing.com. Please don't call, email, text me. And then this is the date range right here. And within those 30 days, I received 4,900 visitors to my website and 5,600 sessions within those 30 days. Now, look, this is cool, right? Seeing analytics, people actually interacting with your website. They're reading your blog posts. They're going through your website. That's all nice and dandy. But the real metric for success is, hey, look, are you actually generating leads and sales? That's a big one. Yes, we want to get on the first page of Google. Yes, we want to generate traffic. But the main thing is to get leads and sales from our website consistently. So here again, this is the back end to my website. Please don't call, email, or text me. And here, as you can see, just point to verify. And then here on the right-hand side, there's a yellow highlighted box. These are just people that are filling out the web form on my webpage. This isn't including calls or texts or direct emails or messages on social media. This is just through my website form. And it's about just 1 or 2 people filling out a form per day. So every single day, 1 or 2 people are filling out the form to get more information about my services. And this is just the web form. This isn't including all the other forms that people are reaching out to me for my services. And again, this is just another thing that because I'm on the first page of Google, people are finding me. They're also, they find my number and they're texting me instead of calling me. They like to text, so I'll text as well. But these are just, customers that are finding my business on the first page of Google. They see my phone number, they text me, and I book them in my calendar just through texting. And this is just the power of local SEO. And because I have the system in place, because people are blown away by my services, I'm able to get tons of 5-star reviews that help me keep on growing my business. I'm not gonna read through them. I'm just showing you that 5-star reviews, but don't worry about reading those. They're just reviews. And again, this is me on the first page of Google for a targeted keyword, Houston auto detailing. It's a very, very targeted keyword. It gets, I think it's around 500 searches per month. I think it's that one. I haven't checked in a while, but I'm on the first page for multiple keywords, multiple targeted high value keywords in my local city. Please don't call me or text me. Okay, so the 5-part process. Look, this is in a nutshell. This is what it is. If you just wanted to Google all this on your own, but take a screenshot of this right now and dive into this like crazy. It's going to be on-page optimization, off-page optimization, content, link building, and online reviews. Those are the 5 big categories or buckets that you'd want to focus on with your SEO. So take a screenshot of this. This is literally mostly everything you have to do to every single page that you create on your website. From the proper keyword research, which we're going to talk about that in a little bit, which that could use its own section as well. Things like your URLs, your heading tags, your images with alt text, how much content you have on your webpage, the weekly blog post that you should put, your keywords. This is literally what you have to do to every single page. If you want to screenshot this, do that and then research more of it, because this is literally what I did to every single page that I created on my website when I was doing my SEO campaign. So this is on-page optimization. This is optimizing your page for the Google crawl bot so they can go in and analyze your web page and see what it's about and rank you accordingly on the Google rankings. Next is content. So it's going to be publishing helpful blog posts. It's going to be publishing engaging videos and then turning them into blog posts, publishing helpful pages. It's going to be optimizing your content that you already have or that you're creating with on-page optimization in mind. Next is going to be off-page optimization. So it's going to be link building, which is getting other websites to link back to your website. And then it's creating your citations, also known as NAPs, which is your name, address, and phone number across the web. Now notice I have link building here, and then link building is also another part of the process. That's because it does deserve its own right, because without link building, you won't get the same type of results. So link building is a part of off-page optimization, but because it's so important, it also deserves its own part. in the process. So this is link building is the next one, which is, like I said, getting other websites to link back to your website. And lastly is reviews. Now, these are in no specific order. These 5 right here, they're in no specific order. I just put them in a numerical fashion. That way it's easier to comprehend, but they're in no specific order. And lastly is reviews. And reviews, I'll tell you right now, is very, very, very important for you to grow your business. When I was on the first page of Google and had 0 reviews, my phone was not ringing. It wasn't until I got around 9 5-star reviews is when my phone started ringing, because people could trust me more, because they had there was other people that were raving about my business that made other people, potential customers, feel more at ease calling me and using me as a provider, because they knew other people were already happy with my services. So reviews, very, very, very important. Let me take a sip of water. And that's literally it. That 5-part process, right? Like just simplifying it to not get overly complex. That's in a nutshell what it is. On-page optimization, off-page optimization, content, which kind of goes with on-page optimization, link building, which is something of off-page optimization, and then reviews, which is not really, but kind of off-page optimization. But those are like the major points that you're going to focus on with your SEO. So now, one thing I want to dive deeply in is keyword research. Keyword research is an essential and fundamental part of a successful SEO campaign. If you don't target the right keywords, right, the right keywords that people are going to find you online in Google, you can waste a lot of time and not see any significant results. So I'm telling you, it might take 3, 6, 9 months, but if you're choosing the wrong keywords, or the keywords that aren't best for your business, you're going to spend a lot of time, a lot of energy, and not see any significant results. So we want to stay away from this, of course. So what specifically is keyword research? Well, we're going to go into a tool that's provided by Google, which is called the Keyword Planner. And we can go into the Google Keyword Planner, and we can find what keywords are being searched for how many times per month. This is very important, right? I just said keywords is very important. It's essential to SEO campaign. If we get the keywords wrong, we're going to spend a lot of time. We're going to waste a lot of time and not see the results that we want. And here in the Google Keyword Planner, it tells us exactly what keywords get how many searches per month. So if you see in the red highlighted box right here, I use the word Austin. So I'm just, as an example, I'm going to use the city Austin. So I typed in car detailing Austin, auto detailing Austin, and headlight restoration Austin. Now here on the left-hand side, this teal color highlighted box is the keyword. So these are the keywords that Google's providing to me. This purple box here, this highlighted purple box, is the average monthly searches per month. And this yellow box here, don't worry about it. This is more if you're going to run ads, so don't worry about any of this right now. But here, this teal box is a keyword. This purple box is going to be the average monthly searches. So I don't know how well you guys can see it, but I wrote them down. That way you have a clear, it's much easier to see. So auto detailing Austin gets 590 searches per month. So if you're in Austin right now, I've already done some of the keyword research for you, so you can already see the opportunity you have in your business to use SEO to your advantage. So auto detailing Austin gets 590 searches per month. Car detailing Austin gets 1,300 searches per month. Headlight restoration Austin gets 90 searches per month. And mobile car detailing Austin gets 140 searches per month. So just here alone with these 4 keywords, there's a bit over or right at 2,000 searches per month. That means 2,000 people per month, roughly, are going into Google and searching for detailing related services. Now, next thing I want to go at is searcher intent. And what I mean by searcher intent is, let's look at the yellow highlighted keywords and the red highlighted keywords. The yellow highlighted keywords are keywords that we as detailers in a local city would want to go for. So don't think about Austin here, think about whatever city you're in. So, Chicago, Los Angeles, wherever you are, think about your keyword, about your city. So there's 2 things you want to look for when you're doing keyword research. It has to be local based to your area, and then it has to be service orientated. So auto detailing, service orientated, Austin, local based. Car detailing, service orientated, Austin, local based. Headlight restoration, Austin. Mobile car detailing, Austin. And then the bottom one here, mobile detailing, Austin. Those are the type of keyword that we need in our business that are going to actually bring us the visitors, the traffic that we need, and the leads and the sales that we want. Now look at the red one, headlight cleaner. It has almost 15,000 searches per month. Now you might be saying, oh, if I could just get that, if I could just get my website ranked for the headlight cleaner, then I'll be set to go. Well, no, what's the intent behind this search, right? If someone's searching for headlight cleaner, car cleaning products, or headlight restoration kit, is that someone looking for detailing services? Is that someone that wants to hire someone to clean their own car? No, that sounds like someone that wants to do it themselves, that's researching products, that wants to buy something or give it as a gift or whatever the case may be, but they're not looking for someone to come and clean their car. They want to do it themselves. So the intent behind these keywords is product-based, meaning they want to purchase a product. These ones in the yellow are to hire a detailer to come service their vehicle. So you want to make sure that when you're doing your keyword research, you're choosing the right keywords that align with your business. So if you only want to offer headlight restorations, then it makes sense to go for headlight restoration Austin because it gets 90 searches per month. And it doesn't make sense to go just for headlight cleaner because that's selling a product, not a service. So big distinction to make. Next thing that I want to cover, aside combining both searcher intent and the keyword research, is that let's say you want to grow your business with paint correction and coatings, right? That's a lot of people like to do that. And you say, you know what, I'm going to work very hard to get my website ranked on the first page of Google for paint correction Austin and paint coating Austin, right? Because those are services that you offer. Now, if you look in the purple, you'll see that paint correction Austin gets only 20 searches per month. So that means if you work hard, if you work your tail off, if you commit your time and energy for the next 6 months to get paint correction Austin, to get your website ranked on the first page of paint correction Austin, then the end result is not going to be favorable because there's only about 20 searches per month. This is why keyword research is so important. If you want to spend time on keywords that don't have a lot of volume, you're not going to see the results that you want. You're not going to get a high increase in leads, in traffic, leads, or sales. Now, let's say you focus on a keyword in the very top, you're like car detailing Austin, that gets 1,300 searches per month. Or let's say you do the first two, car detailing Austin and auto detailing Austin, for almost 2,000 searches per month. Then you'll be in a much better position to sell your paint correction and coating jobs by ranking for these two keywords as opposed to ranking for this one. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to rank for just paint correction Austin, but you have to be very realistic and understand the numbers you're looking at to know what you need to target. Again, it goes back to if you don't target the right keywords or if you spend the time on the wrong keywords, you're going to spend a lot of time and not see the results that you want to get. And lastly, I want to say is that here I am able to show you exact numbers just for like transparency's sake. Here you can see the exact numbers because I actually run ads for clients on these accounts. Most likely you're not running ads on your account, on your Google AdWords account. So you're only going to see ranges. Unfortunately, Google did this, I think like at the beginning of the year of 2018, where if you're not spending ads in Google, if you're not spending money on ads in Google, they're only going to show you ranges, not exact data. So you'll see a range from 100,000 to 100 to 1,000, 1,000 to 10,000, 10,000 to 100,000, and 100,000 to 1 million, but they won't give you exact data unless you spend money. So that's just something to keep in mind. Again, you're not going to see numbers like this. Like you see how like these are specific numbers, 590, 1,300, 90, 140. You won't see that here. It's like 100 to 1,000, 1,000 to 10,000, 10,000 to 100. So unfortunately, you'll only get ranges if you're not spending money. They did that, yeah. I think like around the beginning of like February of this year, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm doing pretty good on time. We're at 35 minutes. If you have any questions right now, let me know as I think we're wrapping it up. So I'll be checking the questions in a little bit. No worries, Bucks. We're all late. Yeah, clear. Oh, Ian, what's up, Ian? Ian, yeah, I'll get to that in a bit. Good question. Yeah, just checking the comments. I'll get to them in a little bit, guys. Once we finish up here. Okay, so how do you start your SEO, right? We went over the 5-star process. We went into the importance of keyword research. And of course, now you know you need, hopefully you should know because I've been drilling it to you guys, that you need a reliable source of leads. And it's, you know, it is a lot to learn and implement, especially if you're brand new to marketing. When I started this in 2015 or 20, when I first started learning marketing, I mean, I was completely, like, it was a completely new world that I never entered. And that's what most of us detailers are going to get into, right? And that's why everyone's, let me go all the way back to my, that's why everyone is going to stay here, because they're not willing to put the time to learn this entire new world of knowledge. So that means they're going to end up, where's the other slide? They're going to end up doing, you know, things like this, passing out business cards and not taking advantage of the you know, of the opportunities we have by creating systems. So now I got to find my spot back. Come on, 1 second. And trust me, I started my business back in 2011, and it wasn't until 2016 that I actually started getting some type of results. So you definitely don't want to be struggling to get customers 2 years from now in your business. You don't want to keep on passing out business cards and brochures and flyers and posting on OfferUp 2 years from now. I mean, it took me 4 years. So please, I mean, even if it took 2 years, you're already in a better position than I did. But I mean, regardless, I don't want you to wait that long anyhow. And you want to generate leads on a weekly basis without you having to hit the streets every day. So keep in mind, nothing I shared today is like theory or assumption. Like, these weren't just blog posts or like a video. So like, these are the exact steps I've used to rank multiple websites on the first page of Google. And I don't have any special skills or advantages. Like, there's no secret formula to getting customers. Like, at this point in age, like when someone says they're struggling with their business or they're having a hard time making money, like, in this day and age, everything's out in the world. There's no, you know, the reason, if you're still struggling with your business and not getting customers, it's truly and only your fault, because the information is out there. It's just about you taking the initiative to learn and actually get the information to keep on moving forward. So I just followed a proven blueprint that worked. And if I can do this, you can too. And that's why on Thursday, not today, but on Thursday, I'll be opening up enrollment into SEO for Detailers. SEO for Detailers is my new course that shows you exactly how to grow your business by ranking your website on the first page of Google in your local city to generate a consistent flow of leads and sales. A little bit more. We're about to get to FAQs. Want a little bit more. I know there's that many slides. So the SEO for Detailers covers the 5 areas I just covered, which is going to be your on-page optimization, off-page optimization, content, link building, and review. So just about everything you need to get your website ranked on the first page of Google is covered in the SEO for Detailers course. And when you you'll get more on Thursday. When you enroll, you get 100 days of coaching, sales training workshop, and so many examples, checklists, resources, and templates to take massive action. But enrollment isn't until Thursday, October 25th, so in 2 days, and it'll close at the end of this month, so on the Wednesday, the 31st. So it's not open right now. It's going to be open on Thursday, and it'll close on Wednesday, which is the last day of the month, just to let you guys know. So now we can go into FAQs. So I have a few FAQs, and then I'll jump into the other FAQs as well. So if you have any other questions, ask them now, because I have FAQs that I can go through, and then I'll be answering your FAQs. So let's go. Let me take a sip of water. And I'm actually doing great on time, guys. I'm at 40 minutes, so this is actually fantastic. Okay, so let me see. Give me 1 second, guys, to read through these comments. So it says, Landon, Pennsylvania. You're in Pennsylvania? Cool, man. I haven't been there. I'm in college and started my business about a month ago. I only do interior details at this point. Okay. Dodger the Roger, North Carolina. Just started my business. Awesome. And then Mike, I am paying for SEO. Can I do it myself? I was spending a lot of time. Okay, so Annan, that's a great question. So you said I am paying for SEO. Can I? Oh, let me take off my. 1 second, guys. I forgot to. I'm coming back to you guys. What's up? Now you guys are seeing my pretty face again. Okay, cool. So so I have a question here. It says I am paying for SEO. Can I do it myself without spending a lot of time? I have a full-time job and don't have a lot of time for marketing. Okay, cool. So I, for one, have never hired like a marketing agency or like someone to do SEO on a daily basis. When I hired someone, they just gave me a blueprint of what to do, and then I executed on that. So they just provided the blueprint I executed on it. So it depends how much you're paying. So if you could like reply super quick in the next like 20 seconds and tell me how much you're paying. But if it's like through, honestly, like I've never hired an SEO service, so I can't really give you advice on like what's good and what's not. But like just off of what I see, like services off of like GoDaddy, like Bluehost, where they offer SEO services, to me, like me not really looking at much of what they offer, I just wouldn't take that route. I would definitely recommend you do it your own, because in the grand scheme of things, ranking a local website is so much easier than ranking and like, let's say if you had like a CRM tool or like an email service provider, like MailChimp. Like let's say you're trying to compete against MailChimp. To target those keywords on SEO would be so difficult. But for us local business owners, if you're just willing to invest like 30, 45 minutes per day to slowly but surely move your SEO process forward, you can most definitely do it yourself. Like it's not overly technical. Like if you can move your mouse around and type, you're pretty much set to do it yourself. So I would, just me being me, and you know, it's kind of fun and stuff, I would recommend you do it yourself. Good question. How long did it take to build the bulk of your website? How long did it take you to build the bulk of your website and optimization? So me, because I completely hammered down on it when I started, no joke. From the day that I started to when I finished, like let's say 75% of the work, I did it within 45 days. That's because like every day for like at least 2-3 hours. This is way back, you know, it's not 22 years ago. But let's say way back in 2015, I would spend like 2 hours a day just cranking out pages and optimizing it. So me, because I focused all my efforts into it, it took me 45 days. And then that doesn't mean I got results that next day. Like it still took me 6 to 9 months, but the first 45 days, I knocked out a bulk of the work. And also, you know, a huge factor into that is because I didn't care about perfection. Like I didn't care about being pretty or like making sure every T was, you know, crossed and every sentence was dotted. Like I didn't care about that. I was just cranking out all the work that I needed. So like the logo and design, like that was just thrown out the window. I didn't care about that because I wanted results as quickly as I could. So I just banged out as much information as I could. So that's also a big factor into why it took me only 45 days, because I just didn't care about anything. I just wanted to get the work done. I started a Google page, but do not have a physical website. Is it? Yeah, so okay, I started, I'm reading it in my head. I'm not talking out loud. I started a Google page, but do not have a physical website. Is a website a must, or can the Google listing draw enough traffic? If a website is a must, what do you recommend as a cheap, free option? So one, yeah, you most definitely 110% do need a website. No other way around it. Water break. You do need a website around it. Just imagine how many other people are just creating listings, and how are you going to compete against them? Like that's like the lowest of lowest thing that you can do is just create the listing. You need a website as well. Although the Google business listing is what I'm assuming you're referring to is important. You most definitely need an actual website, and there's plenty of options out there. Squarespace, WordPress, Wix, Weebly. Personally, because you know I've used WordPress for the last 5 years now, I would say WordPress, then Squarespace, then Wix, then Weebly. But WordPress is a bit more cumbersome to use because you have so many plugins and so many different options and themes. If you want something like that's user friendly, I would definitely recommend Squarespace. If you don't want to go through the WordPress route, which I recommend because that's what I've been using for the past 5 years, if you want to go that route, I briefly used Squarespace for a little bit. I know other people that use Squarespace with great success, so I would recommend Squarespace. I think it's like $18 a month for their service, and then like you have to pay for hosting and stuff, which I don't know if they do it differently, but I think it'll be like around like $120 per year for hosting. I think, I don't know, each platform has their own pros and cons and features and pricing, so you really have to check on that. Can you research the best keyword to use with free? Okay, Papa. Let's see here. The cleaner Hello Restoration has 27,000 searches. 27,000 or 2,700? That's a huge difference. Yeah, so yeah, Cleaner Mechanic, Ian, what's up, man? I don't know if are you sure it's 27,000? Yeah, so Hello Restoration, but there's no you need to make sure it's local specific though, because there's gonna be plenty of keywords that that have a high search volume, but the geographical keyword is not there. So if there's no city next to it, then it's trying to rank for a web keyword, not a local keyword. So that's very, very important to keep in mind. Pristine. Oh, LA. Oh, I'm assuming I said LA Pristine Detailing. What other sites do you rank on Google? So I've had a few clients. I'm not gonna recommend them because then if they get visitors, that's gonna throw off their analytics. But yeah, everything from the fitness, from dentistry, from law firms, it's all the same thing. For the local space, it's all the same thing. Michael, bye Bob. Appreciate you being here. Michael Cotton says, I did my own SEO before, but there's a lot of detailers in my area, and this time is a lot harder to achieve the results. I'm responding to the above answer above. Yeah. Oh, okay, Michael. Oh, yeah. Yeah, regardless, I mean, look, I'm in Houston, right? I'm in the 4th largest city in America, right? We have population of, I want to say 2 million. I could be wrong. I think like 2 million. So if you want to say about competition, I am by far like in one of the most saturated markets in America, just because we have the 4th largest city in America. So, and I'm having no problem with SEO. I'm not having no problem with leads. I don't compete with the cheap detailers because literally the last 200 customers that I've serviced, I think maybe like 10 of them wanted me to lower the price a little bit. Like we worked out where, you know, I didn't lower the price, but you know, they didn't pay full price because they didn't need it. But I don't have, my customers don't complain about price, like, because they're happy to pay. They see, for one, they see all my work. They see like the dozens of 5-star reviews. They go through my website, and then they just call me because they're confident that I'm the right person for them. So I'm not having a problem. If you know, if your market is saturated, it's just looking at yourself internally and saying, I can do better. I need to focus more on this and commit more into the strategy to make it work. My plan is to use Squarespace and their templates and crank up pages, content keywords. I don't have a logo yet, just name. Hey, don't worry about it. Look, my logo is literally just my name. Like there's nothing to it. I don't care about, that's the thing with me. Like the reason I was able to finish that work in 45 days. And the reason why I'm able to get so many leads and customers per week and per month is I don't care about like the non-essentials. Like if you're going to tell me, like if someone says, hey, you know, what's important, doing all the work or focusing on your logo. I mean, my logo literally costs $30. Like it's literally just my name. That's it. Like there's nothing to it. Like I don't focus on the fancy stuff. I'd be auto detailing in Nashville, lots of competition as well. Yeah, and that's fine. And look, and the thing with competition is like, I'm in Houston, 4th largest city. I don't worry about competition though. Like if you're worrying about competition, it's because your marketing and your systems and your operations aren't in tune. Like I have not had someone call me and say, hey, well, the other person is doing it for cheaper. Like I have not had someone tell me that. I'm not saying every person signs up with me. I'm saying because of my website and how I structure it, because of the information that's on there, because of my pricing on there, because of my reviews and my work, by the time someone calls me, they already know this person is not going to be cheap, right? They know that this person I'm calling is not going to be just for a car wash. So that's exactly what I'm trying to point is like, yes, there's competition. Yes, there's a lot of detailers, but if you're doing everything properly and you're optimizing everything, you're going to set yourself up to win. You said you're doing average. No, I don't do that anymore. And plus, honestly, like at this point, you know, detailers, again, we're in a very, and this is what I want to get across, like we're in a very low competitive market. Like we're not in, like guys, if you guys would, you know, I look at a lot of industries to see what other industries, what do they do to succeed, right? We're not like contractors, right? Where we have excavators and we have like 3-man crews and we have trucks and we need like to pull in a bunch of equipment and a bunch of material. We're not dentists where we need to actually have a physical location with all this equipment and a degree to get started. We're not like a nail salon where like profitability is like this slim and like most of the techs don't make, you know, like we're not in those type of industries. Like we're in a very low entry, minimum type competitive industry. And I want you guys to wrap your head, like if you guys step away from detailing and focus on the business side of things, you'll realize that it doesn't take a huge marketing budget or like a huge team to get your business moving forward. So that's one thing. Like, so Pristine, no, I wouldn't do that. But I just want you to realize that you don't have to do that. Like you don't, like if you just take the time out to figure it out your own, that's going to be more beneficial in the long run for your business. If you want to be in it for like 5-10 years, it's going to be more beneficial if you can dominate it on your own with your skill set than hiring someone. So yeah, because imagine if I would have hired someone to do the SEO, I wouldn't be able to teach SEO. I would just be like, hey, hire that person. Or if I didn't learn about operations and I just let someone tell me about operations, like, you know, so it's like learning it long-term wise is much better for you as well. Yeah, okay, so that's that. Let me see the other questions. So hi, Oscar, I'm operating in the UK. So I live in the middle of nowhere between two bigger cities. Can you give me ideas how to do local SEO for both cities effectively? Yes, choose one city. Local SEO, Google wants you to know where you're located, right? They want to be able to say, okay, look, that business is located there. So we can, you know, we know to where to show your results. So if you're trying to, you can do both cities, but that's like a little bit more advanced. I would definitely say pick one city right now and go after that. Yes, you can do two cities. Yes, you can rank for both. Yes, you can capture both audiences. Starting off, if you're brand new to this, if you don't have much that time, if you don't have much time and energy and resources, choose one city, focus on that. Once you dominate that space, then move on to the next city. Good questions, guys. Good questions. Yeah, remember Thursday, you guys will get an email about SEO for detailers, which is the course, the online course. And you get an email about it tomorrow, just recapping the entire series we just went through. What's the best way to show people who ask me about pricing on the street? They will approach me while working on a car and ask about pricing. Is it worth doing a sheet with price? Honestly, with that one, Let's Roll Mobile Detail, cool name. So like, you know, it really depends. I mean, all the people, like the last 50 business cards I've ever handed out to a person, like when they see me on site, have never turned into a customer. So me, like just out of experience for myself, I don't put much time or attention into those people that just approach me on the street, because out of experience for myself, for my business, they never turn into customers. So that's why I'm not going to spend much time or effort doing that. That may be completely different for you. So yes, like the only thing I can always say is try making a brochure, try making a sheet, try booking them right there, try showing them images. Like you're gonna have to test out a lot of things. Like that's what it's gonna come down to, like you testing what's gonna work. So don't, you know, if I say something, take it with a grain of salt and go try it out yourself. So that's the best thing that I can tell you in this situation is try it out. Like try out pricing sheet, try getting them booked in the calendar, try looking at their car and giving them a price. You know, you just gotta try different things. Was your website live during those 45 days? Yes, good question. Yeah, by live, yeah, don't worry. No one's gonna find your website, right? If right now I create a website and it goes live, no one is gonna see it. So it's fine. Like no one's gonna find your website. It's gonna be buried like on the 50th page. No one is ever gonna find it. So don't worry about this whole live thing. Like, oh, was it live? Yes, it was live, because no one was gonna see it anyhow. So yeah, don't say under construction or coming soon. Like, no, just work on it live as it's going. Plain and simple. Yeah, will the workshop be available to watch? Yeah, for a limited time. It'll be coming down tomorrow at midnight. It'll be taken down. Michael, how much is your SEO course going to run? I think I'll rather spend the money here instead of paying someone else to do it for me. At least I will know the process to have control over the rules. Yeah, and that's exactly, yeah. I much would rather that. And also because here's the thing, guys, like, and this is if this, just to open up your mind a little bit, if it's for whatever reason you're kind of interested in it, if you can rank your website for detailing, it's just about applicable for every other industry in the local space. So if you have like another business, if you have a friend that you're like, hey dude, like I rank mine, you want to pay me for that? I mean, that's just if you want, like if that interests you in any way, or if you can help like a family member that also has a website, you can rank their website. So it just, it's like if they have like a dentistry or nail salon, or they're a veterinarian or their mechanic shop, you can also use those same skills to their website. And if you want to charge them, or if you just want to help them, that's just something else. If it's going to spark your mind. And yeah, as far as the price, yeah, you'll get all the information tomorrow in the email. Do I have to give my address when on Google? Okay, so that is a very, very great question about the address. Do you have to display your address? If you have a physical shop, like that's not your home, easy peasy, it's your shop. If you're either a mobile detailer and don't have a physical location, and you don't want to give out your home address, this is where it gets very, very tricky. And I go super in-depth in the SEO for Detailers course, because this is a very important part. But essentially is, yeah, if you don't have a physical address, you can still rank on the first page of Google. No worries. It's going to be a bit different as opposed to if you do have a physical location. And this is much different than when it was 3, 4, 5 years ago. But yeah, short, if you don't have a physical location, you'll just hide your address on like my Google business listing, and you'll still optimize it the same. You have to tweak a few things across like other citations. But yes, you can still rank if you don't have a physical address. There are workarounds. Literally, I think in the course, it was like a 40-minute video just talking on that specific subject. But yes, if you don't have an address, you can still rank. If you have an address, easy. If you're at a home location and don't want your address shown, wherever you're signing up, see if there's like a hide my address option. In Google, it's called like it's a service as a business, meaning you're going out to customers' location. So yeah, there's different options for that. Good questions. Hey Oscar, does having your Facebook, and I'm doing this because I'm moving around my mic. Hey Oscar, does having your Facebook business page update daily or weekly help out with SEO? So with this one, I have not posted anything on my Facebook page, on my Facebook business page in the last 2.5 years. Literally, you will not see a post, or maybe like the last 2 years, maybe to be more realistic. I have not posted not one single Facebook post, video, or image in the last 2 years for my detailing website. And I'm still blowing up with leads and sales. So no, so social media, if you already have a big following and you already have like, every time you post something, you're getting like a lot of engagement, it will help. Like if you direct like, oh, hey, look, I updated this blog. Hey guys, I have this new service page, and you funnel visitors into that link. If your social media is pretty much dead, there's not much correlation between like updating Facebook pages to your Google SEO. So, if you're getting customers from Facebook, great, keep on doing that. But as far as like growing your SEO because of social media, it's not gonna there's not much correlation there. But good question. Benodis. Sorry if I butchered it. Okay, let me go over like 3 more questions and then we'll be done. We're at 58 minutes. So I'll go over 3 questions of my own. Let's see here. I'll share this. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna pull up my screen and then we'll go over those questions. How much time does SEO take? So let's see, there's 5 questions, I think. I'll go over 3. How much time does it take to finish SEO? Oh, I already went over that. I said 45 days. Okay, cool. When will you see results? That's a great question, Oscar. Okay, so this one, I'm always gonna say, expect it. No, you'll see improvement. So when I first started, actually, I'm gonna take you guys. There's no reason to talk over this if you guys can see my face. Okay, so when will you see results with your SEO? So me, I finished everything within 75% of it in 45 days, right? I didn't see results until 6 to 9 months down the road. For you, I'm always gonna say, keep it between 3 to 9 months. Huge spread, no one's gonna be able to tell you the exact amount. Like you just can't. There's so many elements, there's so many factors that go into it. No one's gonna be able to tell you in 4.5 months you'll see results. But I will tell you that there's a difference between progress and seeing results, right? Progress was I started off like on page 17, right? On like for like Houston targeted keywords, I started off on page 17. Within like 3 months or 2 months, I was on page 12. Improvement, but no results, right? So you want to keep those differently. So yes, you'll see progress, meaning you'll go from page 17 to page 12, from page 12 to page 6. From page 6 to page 4. Good progress, going in the right direction. But was I still getting results from that? No. So yes, you'll see progress between those 3-6 months, but you won't see the actual results of like getting more calls and leads and sales until like, later down those months. So yes, you'll see progress, but results will come a bit later. Next question is, I can't see. Next question is, my market is already saturated. I already answered that one. So this is part-time for me as I have a full-time job. Does SEO still work for me? Okay, so let's say you're part-time or you have a full-time job or part-time job, part-time student or part-time job, full-time student, whatever the case may be. Does, and you want to start a business, does SEO work for you? If we rewind all the way to 2011, 2010, when I still had a full-time job, and I think I was still a part-time student, I dropped out, but I think I was still a student at that time. What I would do, start everything all over. And let's say I was still a part-time student and a full-time or part-time job or any of that combination. What I would do is I would not focus on detailing, or I would put 20% of my time in detailing, and I'd focus the rest of my time getting my website ranked on the first page of Google. even if I didn't have time to service customers, even if I was getting phone calls and I couldn't answer them, I would focus mostly on generating leads on a consistent basis, because it's much easier to quit your job or to reduce your hours at your job if you're already getting leads and sales, right? So wouldn't it be easier to leave your job when you already know your phone is ringing, as opposed to you leave your job or you reduce your hours at your job and then you're saying, okay, time to get customers? No, you want to flip that around. Work on your SEO and your marketing when you have your job, when you have that secure income coming in. Get your phone ringing with potential customers. Even if you can't answer the phone, even if you can't service them, get your phone ringing from people wanting to give you money. And making that transition between an employee to business owner is much easier. That means it's going to be completely easy. Doesn't mean you're still not going to take a hit in your finances, but you are going to have a easier time going from employee to business when your phone's already ringing. Next one, last one I'm going to answer is, I'm not technical. I don't know any coding. So with SEO, especially today and age, there's no coding that you have to do. Like Squarespace makes it super easy. WordPress, got to do a little bit more digging, but super easy. Wix, Weebly, those are all super easy to use platforms. Like there's not going to be any lines of code that you have to write. Like literally, as long as you can move your mouse around, do some Google searching and click around and type, you're pretty much good. Like you're not going to have to write any code, JavaScript, CSS, like it's none of that. Like it's super simple. It's just about taking the time and effort to actually commit to a channel and learn and do everything you have to do to get the results. So let's see if we have anyone else on here. Do you need a business license? It just depends in your city, county, if you have water restrictions or like, how you dispose of waste. So you have to check your local cities. It all depends on there. Yeah, okay, so we will end it here. We're exactly at 1 hour and 3 minutes. So please give a round of applause to myself, because that's a pretty good goal. I'll email the replay out in a few hours once it renders and all that. But other than that, again, SEO for Detailers opens up on the 25th, which is Thursday, and closes on the 31st, which is Wednesday. So from Thursday to the end of the month, enrollment will be open. Then we'll shut it down, and then I'll go into coaching all the students that enrolled for that segment of the course. So I'll send out the email. If you have any other questions, just email me through the next email that I send you right now, and I'll see you guys